Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Ginger Mechanic. Now, I'm doing this one specifically for a Facebook profile, or page I should say, that's been set up, and it's dedicated to Volkswagen Polo Breadvans Mark II, Mark IIF or Mark III. Now, I've been asked to do a video on how to do the camber, how to do wheel arch rolling, and the anti-roll bar blocks. These videos will come, I just don't have the time at the moment, but there's something that I want to address that I think should be a good one to start with. Now, when I started driving this car about 4 years ago, I noticed that my fuel consumption was rubbish and I had a constant smell of fuel. Now, the first thing I was told is check your fuel filler neck. Now, that is a prone problem on these. They do rot. They're right underneath the wheel arch where all the dirt's going to settle there, hold on to it and corrode it away. But I've found there's been problems with the fuel pump. Now, I've gone through 2 fuel pumps and the first one wasn't down to this problem, it was down to the brass union that holds the pipe. It actually unbonded itself, it had come out, so that was a good that was a good one, stuck at the side of the road. Bought a new fuel pump, 2 days later, smell fuel. I'm wondering what the hell's going on. And I found there's a gasket in between the 2 pieces where you've got the spring, obviously where the slider's inside from the cam, and it seems to just push them away, and the screws that are around it just seem to come loose and it allows it to leak from there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what I'm on about, how to cure it, and just basically it's a bit of how to and how to tell if it is starting to leak or not, because there's a few misconceptions where people think that there's oil leaking out from the fuel pump, which can happen, but that's only if the actual fuel pump is loose to the cylinder head. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you the area underneath the engine bay and we'll go from there. So guys, here we have the engine bay of my Polo. Now, as most of you probably already know, the fuel pump is located here at the back of the cylinder head, as you can see. Now, what people are finding, or what I've been finding, is down by the spark plug and by the HT cap, it looks like there's oil leaking. Now, I soon discovered it wasn't oil, it was actually fuel, dirty fuel that has run down. Now, these screws on the back here, what it tends to be, if you start getting this smell of petrol, especially when you put your heater on, the heater blower, have a look underneath it and you can actually see where mine has been leaking, where you got the nice clean bit on the terminal and then the dirty bit afterwards, just where the fuel's been dripping, and it leaks from that gasket in between. I don't know if you can see it quite clearly on there, but that's where it leaks from. If you run your finger underneath, if you just underneath here and you're getting any wetness, obviously give it a sniff, see if it is fuel. What you need to do is get either a stumpy Phillips screwdriver or the equivalent screw that is in your fuel pump. Mine's a Phillips. You can either use a stumpy screwdriver, or if you've got the socket attachment for a quarter drive, that works wonders because you can get into the small gaps that are there, or use an extension, start from the back and work your way through to get the ones underneath. Now, mine hasn't leaked for a while now. I've managed to get it tightened up to a point, but what I think I might be doing as a modification is replacing these screws with a longer screw and then actually putting a nylock nut on the other side, so it's got less chance of coming undone and leaking. So I hope this has been a help to you. I know it's only a basic video to start with, but there will be more to come. We'll see you soon, guys.